Focus was to reduce the cost of ownership for the airline by half. So that means a lower price than the existing systems. It means a lighter weight. Our target was half the weight. Installed, it's now probably closer to 1/3 the weight. All of us have been stuck in the seats that have these giant boxes underneath, and you can't get your briefcase or your suitcase underneath. So those have been totally eliminated. The only thing that is routed in the seat is this tiny little fiber and the power up to the monitor. At the head end, you have the same server-based delivery over Linux. So these servers that are in here are Linux-based servers. The software in the screen itself is a set-top box kind of functionality with also a Linux base and a browser. Browser over the network makes a request to the server or the website, if you will, and says, please send me a picture or send me an MPEG stream or send me communication. So the browser is a standard software tool that the airline is not tied to Lumexis. They can go back to their own website designer and say, write an application for us that does these things. We are the onboard network, so that when you say, I want to use On Air or Row 44 or such, we will connect to them, and we can take, at the same time, we can take a full feed of real-time television, dozens of channels of television, and SMS, and voice calls all over this same broadband link. The redundancy is 3 ways. If you lose a server, there's a second server. So if you lose a server, you still have full functionality. You may not even notice any interruption. If someone breaks a fiber, there's a dual path of fiber to each screen, so that will continue. And if you lose a broken fiber and the server, which is kind of an unlikely situation, then it fails to a local memory within the screen with a much smaller number of movies, but you can continue to watch movies and play games in your seat. Yes, it's a big deal for us. We have our first wide-body customer. And the first wide-body customer is Transaero Airlines of Russia 777s. We can do 4 of them by the end of the year, and 3 747-400s, and starting next year.